What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Unemployment Games, where we're still playing 2064 Read-Only Memories. I have a feeling this is going to be a long one. Not this episode, but this entire game. So let's just jump right into it. I think when we left off, we had just talked to Dr. Fairlight in the hospital. He told us he was going to give us a card so we could prove to Brian Mulberry, one of the leaders of the Human Revolution, that we know him, and so maybe he'll be able to talk to us and help us out some more. So let's just hop right in. We should be leaving the hospital according to my save. We already talked to him, we said goodbye, so let's leave the hospital room.
Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
Yes, please.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, I think we've been found out. That's a Lenny face.
I can't believe that you're still pulling the exact same shit you were years ago, but this time it's truly unreal.
Hey, Lexi, watch your language. There's baby robots around.
Do you even realize how bad impersonating a police officer is? It's a felony, jackass. I should be slapping cuffs on you and dragging your sorry ass off right now.
Detective Rivers, wait! I'm sorry. The plan to lift your credentials and use them to access Hayden's apartment was entirely mine. Also, I feel it necessary to mention that though you are understandably upset, such language and imagery is beneath you as a respected officer of the law.
Oh great, the robot did it, huh? I guess I'll just take you to jail then instead. That what you want? Don't even try to take all the blame. I know that a certain someone lent you a helping hand. It isn't like you have the hardware to pull that off alone, little bot.
Well, to be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing. Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal? First machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that. Especially the Human Revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. What the hell am I supposed to do with the two of you? I guess I'm letting you off the hook. This time, and only because this time I can let you get away with it safely. I doubt anyone will notice your manipulation of that NSFPD ROM, nor that I was apparently in two places at once. But mostly because I think you're right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story, but when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts. And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
That doesn't make any sense. Why it sounds like Froyo Stand 2.0. A person's missing.
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all!
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence, enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around. There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't gonna happen at this point. I've got a bad feeling people are gonna end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful. I promise. I can handle myself, Lexi. Don't mother me.
Yeah, I know.
Let's stay on Lexi's good side. She's clearly can handle herself. Zapper. Oh, we got a zapper.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Is it a state issued zapper? Is this the same thing we got hit with? Thanks, I hope we won't need it.
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in the OSF without a license. The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system. That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Thanks, I hope I won't need it.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thanks,
Thank you
Lexi.
for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
I'm gonna guess that this is the guy. But I'm gonna check out everything.
They have a Hassie machine.
You know I'm gonna look and talk and touch everything. Oh, let's zap it. You won't get a free Hassie from zapping it. Good to know. Let's listen to it. You pick a half and Hassie and you drink it. You feel recovered. Cool. Why did I even come to the hospital then if I could have just had that? Product placement for Hassie in the game. More plants. You're reminded of your much less healthy plant at home, which Turing is supposed to be taken care of. Let's listen to it. Isn't the idea supposed to be to talk to plants rather than listen to them? If not, it should be. This one won't budge. That's not fertilizer, it's not even close. A cute little cleaner ROM scrubbing the floors. Oops. You pat the tiny ROM on the head. It bleeps cheerfully. This ROM isn't made for conversation, it just warbles at you. Warble's a great word. Stunning the cute little scrubber ROM would just be too cruel. All you can hear is an intense desire to clean and scrub endlessly. Which would be the cuter ROM to destroy, this thing or Alfie I-83? I would say this one is pretty dang cute. The cleaner ROM hesitates as it observes your ID card. It's only built for scanning smudges on the floor. Let's look at the desk.
The sign here says Chinese hospital. Bear in mind that we're still in Neo.
Let's look at the Lemmy face. A screen showing hospital information and city updates. Let's look at it one more time. Looks like you didn't really miss much while you were out. Look at receptionist ROM. These reception ROMs are here to help check people in and answer questions about guests who stay here. Stop! You aren't sterile. Yeah, but you're not a doctor. Receptionist, patient Sana. My records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma. You should currently be in your assigned bed resting. While I'm truly delighted to see that you are having regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately. No need, accidentally zapped myself with my own stunner. Just run the paperwork for my release. Listen here, you bucket of bolts. Just run the paperwork for my release. I must insist that you remain for treatment. A doctor has not determined the full extent of your injuries and you may have lasting damage to your nervous system. I insist. Very well. I'm prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient Sana. But you should note in your release paperwork that willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all tests and medical data from your visit will be... I am furthermore required to inform that your visit is expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated health care credits. Sure, thanks. What was that middle part? Lastly, you will be required to provide repayment or proof of private insurance for any further visits of routine or emergency medical care. Please take care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately, and do have a nice day. What was the middle part?
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
Hey, that's a great idea, Turing. Thank you, thank
We
you.
should look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Leon Decker.
It's gotta be him. Unless you want to scare them into sticking you in a hospital room for weeks, don't touch them. We're good to go. We don't need to talk to them again. Let's check resting woman first, because I don't think that this is Decker. Sitting around and waiting in a hospital is no one's favorite pastime. Zapper! You're going to lose this zapper so fast. So fast. I'm waiting here for my husband. Nothing serious, thankfully. Just a scare. Alright, let's talk to Decker. A young man stands alone in a casual pose. Let's touch him. Not much that's tangible there except that hair. That sweet, luscious hair. Zap him? Don't zap him, he's barely moving. Which makes him easier to zap. Duh.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you. Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here.
Thank you, Decker.
Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed. The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Mind if I ask you a few questions? Thanks for the help, Leon. I'll be in touch. Let's ask him a few questions first.
Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
What kind of work do you do for for Dr. Fairlight? Why do you think Dr. Fairlight is helping us? What's your story? Let's do the first one. What kind of work do you do for Dr. Fairlight?
Oh, mostly gopher work, to be honest.
It's a weird way of spelling gopher.
Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas. Not terribly exciting, but I've already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Why do you think Fairlight is helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining? You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies.
Yeah, he did.
Cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way. I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be. Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something. But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
What's your story, Morning Glory?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana, on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps.
I'm sorry you grew up in Montana. That sounds awful.
Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey, I'll take it over getting shot at.
It's a fair trade-off. I don't blame you. Thank you, Leon.
No problem. I'll be around if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes?
Yeah.
I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least.
Is it a mini game? Do I get to actually lather up?
For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
Physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed. Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you, Turing.
If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened. They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata. Don't forget to talk to it and give it some love. When I try talking to it, it doesn't even notice I'm there. Either way, our next move is Stardust.
Alright, well I think that's going to do it for this episode of The Unemployment Games, so tune in tomorrow for the next episode of 2064 Read Only Memories. Thanks for watching. Later.